The U.S. Senate and House of Representatives held rare weekend sessions on Saturday. This after lawmakers failed to pass a short-term budget resolution forcing the federal government into a shutdown. Democrats demanded to include certain measures, including protection for young immigrants. Senate Democratic leader gave a stinging portrayal of President Donald Trump as an unreliable negotiating partner.
With the president, this is the second or third time I've done this on an agreement. You can see he really wants to do it. But then, a few hours later, because of the right-wing pressure, he backs off. And what I'd like to know is who in the White House is a sort of moderating force who says, this is a good thing for you and the country and your party, go for it. Don't let these people back you off. I don't see anyone in the White House doing that.
Trump and Republican lawmakers took a tough stance on Saturday, saying they would not negotiate on immigration until Democrats help end the government shutdown.
I think it's disappointing that Congress has chosen to shut down the government, and particularly Senate Democrats have at the one-year anniversary. But
is it a reflection at all of the leadership coming out of the White House?
I think it's a reflection, candidly, of the position that many in the Democrat Party find themselves in. For this reason, I think that there are many Democrat activists who look at all the administration accomplished over 1 year, and they've pushed their leadership to say, we want something to shut down the government.
Democrats refuse to fund the government unless we agree to their demands on something entirely unrelated. They want a deal on immigration, and then they'll think about reopening the government. It is a shakedown strategy that Senate Democrats have been talked into by their base.
Meanwhile, it was business as usual in the U.S. Capitol on day one of shutdown. Tourists were able to gain access to museums and monuments in Washington. Buses still dropped off tourists at regular intervals along the National Mall. Long lines still formed outside the National Air and Space Museum.
Well, we had information ahead of time that it may happen, so we did try to make some alternative plans. But we were happy to find out that today, most things are going to be open, so our plans really haven't changed that much.
I wish our Congress people would have been able to come to some agreement rather than let this happen. I guess I'm just overjoyed that it didn't come to affect our day-to-day, but still, all in all, that has to be resolved.